Hi, Maya is here. I am sensuality coach and I help people to live their most embodied, fully expressed orgasmic lives. And today I would like to talk about on the topic how tantric coaching is different from couples therapy. So in therapy, usually we are paying a lot of attention to the thought process, what is happening in the head, right? It can be past negative experiences, traumas, stories, criticism, expectations, right? Like basically cognitive experience. And as humans, right, we have the brain that designed to assign meanings to the events. And the brain knows what it knows, right? So we're always using the past experiences to interpret something that's happening in a present moment. That's why learning positive psychology and understanding how we can work with a mindset can actually helps us to be in what calls growth mindset and the mindset of curiosity, where we're not taking all the narrative, all the noise in the head as a face value. But the traditional therapy is we dissecting those beliefs, those thoughts, we figuring out what is right, what is wrong, who said what, how we interpret that. So there's a lot of everything kind of happening more in the head space. And when you met your partner, you probably connected with them not because of your head, right? You connected because there was something in your heart and there was other sensations in your body, right? The chemistry, the alchemy, the attraction, that is not a cognitive product. That is something different. And Tantra works with this something different, which is our heart space, right? How to be in the heart, how you can feel your feelings and how you can understand your feelings and emotions. It is also, right, the sensations that you're feeling in the body, and we getting a lot of information from those instincts, right? You can call it intuition, you could call it gut, you can call it guidance, you can call it knowing, but there is something that we sensing, right? And that is the first thing that happens. All the interpretation, all the meaning, it's a secondary product. It is happening later. So in the tantric coaching approach, we actually bringing back our attention from the head to the heart, to the body, and we're learning to understand the energy that is happening between us. And because there's one person that is in a universe, there's another person that is a universe, you come in together. And there's the energy between. The energy can be attraction, which is the beginning, beautiful, exciting, courageous, expensive, right? All the tingling, all the butterflies. And then throughout time, right, where we bringing more and more and more and more and more baggage, there can be dissonance, there can be triggers. And I always say that a good partner will trigger you, because the beauty of partnership is you able to see things that you don't see about yourself, right? You actually able to see your unconscious behaviors, unconscious patterns, right? A good partner will hold that mirror so you'll be able to see that. And then it is up to you what to do with that. And very often I see this in my practice that people are staying very much attached to the cognitive meaning that they are assigning to the behaviors. And then, right, because the meaning is negative, it's in a way like we're bringing the worst case scenario in reality. And then we're feeling hurt, we're feeling betrayed, we're feeling disconnected, we're feeling angry, we're feeling resentful. And when you're trying to, right, kind of like when you're feeling all the charged emotions, it's very hard to rebalance and it's very hard to come here into the heart. So tantric practice is teaching you to understanding the polarity dynamic and understanding how does energy between the two people works and operates. It does not have to be so triggering, and it doesn't have to be so negative, because 90% of that, it's actually the meaning that we are assigning. And the way I do my sessions is you always do connection games exercises where you share or you do particular exercise, right? Always following giving and receiving. and always following who is leading and who is in a supportive following role. Playing with the structure allows us, right, not to be as enmeshed and actually hold the polarity. When you hold the polarity, you able more clearly to experience yourself, your role, your contribution, and you allowing your partner to show up, right, and shine and be in their element. Another thing that happens throughout relationship, right, it's because we're so busy and with all the responsibilities and to-do lists, right, we start creating neutrality where it's just about responsibilities, and that what happens, right, polarity goes away, because then two people are in control, in charge, in this go-getter energy. That's one vibration. So it is important to start learning and noticing how even within, right, a regular life dynamic, you can still create the polarity within any activity that you are engaging with. And of course, with a deeper understanding of your own needs and your partner needs. So, to sum up, Tantric approach and Tantric coaching brings you back into your instincts, brings you back into the body, into the heart space, and emphasizes the importance of polarity, where we are not experiencing power struggle and we are not experiencing those resentful opposition type of feelings, right? It is within one union, there's different polarities. And if one person shifts in the polarity, it creates harmony. So when both people aware of this dynamic and understand that sometimes it's just, right, we hidden, it can be just a power struggle, sometimes it can be neutrality, and how to play with it. And in the consultation, you can share about your challenges, and then the exercises will be modified for whatever it is that you need to work on. And I always like to say that it is not about fixing, because fixing means something doesn't work, right? Something's broken, it has a negative connotation. Here is the session happening in a form of play and exploration, and there's permission to make a mistake, permission to feel. So we're bringing attention from thinking and being trapped in our meaning making. We're dropping it into the heart space, into our feelings, and we allowing ourselves to be seen and heard as we are, right? We're being received that way. So it creates vulnerability, it creates honesty, it creates authenticity. Because behind any kind of accusation and resentment, there's always a very valuable and vulnerable need that we just simply don't know how to express. Or we might have an idea that, oh, I'm not going to get it, and we start seeing our partner, right, as a obstacle to receiving that, when in reality, if you just know how to share about it, how create a safe space to address your needs and to be heard, you will receive it, and that would completely start changing the dynamic and creating more expansiveness and more openness. If you'd like to learn more about my tantric coaching, which I call Tantric Bliss for Two, all the information is below. You can schedule a consultation. You can get all the information. And to me, this is the way you learn how to ride that love dynamic without having, right, the roller coaster ups and down. How to be in your pleasure, no matter whether it is super high and bzz and exciting, right, or where there's a challenges, how I can still be in a positive, juicy, involved, invested state, even when there is a challenge, because I have tools. I know how to deal with it, how to handle it. So I'm not going to feel alone and I'm not going to feel abandoned. To me, Tantra, it's all about love. It's all about connection. It's deeply integrating our humanity, right, with our cognitive ability, bringing together mind and body, bringing together our thinking and feeling, and finding that golden, beautiful balance that is so needed and so special and very, very unique. I'm looking forward to connecting with you, to answering any questions you might have. One more time, all the information is below. Go ahead and schedule your consultation. And if you have any topic in mind that you would like me to cover in this relationship lab segment, please let me know.